Hi, so let's get started. So, hello everyone, my name is Yash. I work as a developer relations engineer at DataverseOS. And just a second, let me put my phone on mute. Uh, Much time. Yeah. So I work as developer relations at DataverseOS, and today I'm here to help you guys get started with building apps on DataverseOS. And so first, I'll tell you a bit about what DataverseOS is, and then we'll go through some key concepts about DataverseOS to help you better understand the system. Then yeah, I'll just walk you through the simple demo as well about the actual coding to show you how to get started developing on Dataverse. And so what is it? So Dataverse is a personal computer. So yeah, first of all, these are the resources for you guys to get started. So we have the official website, which I'll go through. Then we have the developer documentation. Then we have our GitHub, and these are some awesome projects that have already been built on the Dataverse. And both of you also have a hackathon guide for people to get started. And then, of course, we are always there for the support on Discord and Telegram. So, yeah. So, let me start. So, Dataverse OS is a Web3 native operating system, or it can be seen as a personal computer that is being owned by a wallet. So, what do I mean? It's owned by a wallet. So, whatever activities or anything that you do that gets stored on the Dataverse cloud, and it's like a decentralized storage system as well as the identity solution. So it's a new kind of, as you can see on the screen, that it's a new kind of an identity computer to visualize all the data files that you interact with over the various decentralized applications. So Dataverse is built on top of Ceramic. So we make use of something called as data streams. So using that data streams, you can like create many interoperable applications. So if I create an application and I have a stream of some data that I'm using, you can use that same data stream to create application on top of my project. So it's very extensible and modular. So that's one thing. The next is we have a data wallet, which is the Dataverse wallet. So this is basically a gateway to the Web3 wallet. And we currently have integrated the MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Coinbase, Particle into our Dataverse wallet. So this wallet can be seen as a token wallet as well as your data wallet. So if you have seen your MetaMask, so is it you can sign your transactions, you can see your all the cryptocurrencies in that. So that is basically your token wallet, right? So what Dataverse wallet is, it also provides you with the data wallet along with the token wallet. So whatever storage or activities that you do, that will be which will be stored on the Dataverse cloud, that will be seen in your Dataverse wallet itself. So I'll show you that part as well. And then using there are different API calls to make use of these wallet and make your applications like run very smoothly. Yeah, so how this idea got built is that we are also building as I mentioned, the Dataverse cloud, which is an operating system that is being built on top of Ceramic. So as you know, as everything is a file, right? So the file or interactions that I mentioned, like may there be interaction with the DAOs, may that be like there are tons of data generated every single day. So as you guys know, that then that data can be stored into your personalized cloud, and then you can access it anytime you want. And even though it will be owned by your personal identity and wallet. It like even the Dataverse team has not access to that kind of data, which is the problem we are solving. That identity theft or the privacy in the terms as it goes. So yeah, so this is just a brief. So earlier there was PCs and Macs, so they were user centric. There was offline disk, but it was private, right? And we were not able to monetize that data. Then there came what we call as Web 2, where there was cloud computing, and then we were able to seamlessly like flow data in between different apps, different machines. But that led to stolen privacy. and as you can see, there was untransparent data flow. So now here comes the Web3 native operating system, which is the DataverseOS, where you can build various type of applications with only your like privacy, which are privacy focused. And on top of that, we also provide like monetization tools to monetize your particular data. So as you know, right now with your data, big corporations like Facebook, Google, they are earning money. So this is kind of what we can say, an improvement over that. That you are the owner of your own data and you're taking that ownership. So for that, we have an hackathon series ongoing called as Rebuild Ownership Hackathon. So this Rebuild Ownership 2.0 hackathon is live now, and we have an awesome lineup. So I'll talk about that as well. Yeah, coming back to the presentation. So as you can see, we on the left hand side you can see the users. They interact with the Dataverse OS, and under the hood, as you can see, the data layer of Dataverse, as I talked about, is ceramic. Then for crypto or the cryptography or the key exchanges, it uses lit protocol. We have Fluence, and the infra layer we use is the Ethereum and Filecoin, and app layer is the Lens. So we have integrated this Lens protocol as well, where the monetization parts comes in. And on the right, you can see that there are different types of applications that are being built in the hackathons, and people are like making some great use case of the SDKs and making some really great projects. Yeah, so this is basically how it is different. So this will I'll talk a bit now about the Dataverse wallet. So what is special about this wallet is that we isolate your signatures from each different various decentralized applications. So as you know that if when you sign a data, your MetaMask doesn't give you the option to like keep it isolated. So what Dataverse wallet does is it isolates your signatures for each particular application, and that way it has an added extra security layer. So for that, we have under the hood, we have made use of the sign in with Ethereum EIP and the recaps EIP. If you want to know more about that, these are the EIP 4361 and the EIP 5573. So these will give you the added security for your data wallet. So that was basically the behind that. So yeah, so as you know, the data was operating system. So this is the general composition that we have. First, we have the Dataverse kernel, which is the backbone of the whole operating system. Then we have made some system calls or the APIs that you may know from the documentation that can be used to build different types of applications. Then we have user interfaces. So to interact with the kernel, we have built some user interfaces, and then we have a protocol driver, which are like standardized multiple protocols, which can be seen as the Web3 hardware. Yeah, so I think that was it. Now I'll just take you through the website, and yeah. So as you can see, this is our website, and let me take you to the operating system that we have. Yeah. So here you can see that we have this is your in-browser storage system like a Google Drive or something. So you can see that this year's applications are Playground and Footprint. So these are the applications that are being built that have been built by the Dataverse team itself. So Playground is just like a Web3 Twitter. So let me just go in. So, yeah. So as you can see here, we can like type anything. We can post it. Then we can encrypt that, and we can use an image as well. So let me sign in. Yeah, so this will plug into the Dataverse wallet, and as I mentioned, we have these many integrated. Let me do MetaMask. Yeah, so you can see here that we are signing these resources. This uses the sign in with Ethereum protocol, which I mentioned, and these resources are signs that we are giving our signatures rights to this particular website. So that's what it means. So let me sign that. It will just take a moment to verify my signatures, everything, and I can just type in hi Tintin. me let me just refresh and try again. These live workshops always have some problems. Yeah. So as you can see that with the help of Lit protocol, it has made some changes, and this is my particular signature and the wallet address. So I'll post hi Tintin. I'll post it. So now what is happening under the hood is this particular hi Tintin, the text that I've put, this will be stored in a decentralized way on Ceramic on the DataverseOS cloud. So and then you can view that data. See, you can see that post successfully view on DataverseOS file system. So DataverseOS file system is basically the application. So let me just go over here. Footprint. Oh, sorry. Playground, untitled. Yeah. So as you can see that today, you can see that this is high Tintin. So this is the post that got stored. This is data got stored in my Dataverse cloud. So that's the beauty of the what this application that we have built. So you can just go here and we have provided monetize options, rename, move. So let's monetize. I'll give price maybe one matic, maximum supply 10, unlocking time. I'll give tomorrow. Okay, end of collect time maybe someday later. And okay, so here now what is happening is let me switch to Mumbai network, which is the Polygon testnet. So currently all our monetization tools, what is happening, are stored on the Polygon Mumbai testnet. We confirm the transaction. So now what's happening is it's like creating a transaction, and the height intent that messages you can see here, this will be converted into an on-chain NFT, which you will only be the owner of, and then that way that's like giving the access that will be converted to an NFT, and you can see here you have pressed this like only one matic for that, and only 10 supply of that. So in order for anyone to view this data, they have to give you one matic, and that's the thing of like having ownership of your data. So if I refresh this again, the high Tintin now will be encrypted like this. Let me just do that. Yeah. So as you can see that, uh, let me actually, yeah, as it is not an image, it has not, it's just text, so it like didn't what do you get, it got encrypted. But yeah, so that's the basic gist. Now let me go over here. Yeah, so this is the basically the documentation of the Dataverse OS. So here you will see everything about what is happening overall. So we'll just dive in directly into the, yeah. So products, we have Dataverse Cloud, Wallet, App Store, and let me and create Dataverse app. So create Dataverse app. We have created this as a boilerplate code for getting started to building your application. So you can make use of the PNPM for that. We use PNPM on the hood. So yeah, do that. I've already done this, so I won't be doing this particular thing. So hit up your terminal and install the PNPM. Now I'll shift to next, and now next we have to install the Create Dataverse app CLI. So here also it's globally installing, and so I won't be doing this because I already have done that. And but yeah, let me do the Dataverse help. Here you can see that various different options. Yeah. So here I can even check for my Dataverse version. Make sure that it's like 1.0.6. And let me go back to the documentation. And yeah, to get started initializing your project, I'll just copy this command DataverseOS init. So let me go here. I'll just shift to my desktop. I'll make a directory Tintin demo. I'll cd into Tintin demo and I'll initialize the project and I'll give the test. I'll give the so here you have to basically tell the app name. So here I'm giving the test. So now it's asking me. Let me just increase the yeah. Here it's asking that do you want to add toolkits? So I'm clicking no for now. Uh, okay, so actually I have the latest version is 1.0.7. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, the latest version is 0.1.7. You are running the Create DataverseOS app, which is behind the release. Okay, so let me just update it real quick. I had it updated. Yeah, I think it's now updated. Now let's initialize the project again. Yeah, let me do no. Yeah, so now as you can see here that initializing Dataverse app has been done. To get started, cd into test. And then yeah, let me just open this in VS Code and we'll take a look at what exactly this looks like. So the most important file is the dataverse config.ts. So here you can see that here is the name of your application. Here is the logo, the website. So here you just have to put in the localhost port, which is the 3000 for testing purposes, and description if you want. And this is the main section of this config, which is the models array. So here models, what are these? Are basically the GraphQL models that you write. So about how your data, how you want your data to be structured. So when you write, so we have three particular roles here, or the key value pairs you may say. So first is public domain. If you set this to false, it won't allow that particular model to be used by anyone else. So and if you set it to true, then as you know, is it is public, it can be used. So here you can see that the profile.graphql is public, so anyone can use this particular model that I've created and can use it for their particular application. So those models can be viewed in this models folder. So as you can see, post and profile. So these are different. So this is an example of how a GraphQL is like. GraphQL, what we can say, the model is like. So here, let me just go here, and you can see that author, version, name, description, image, and background. So this is for a profile that we have. So this is the basic general boilerplate code that you have, and so these are, yeah, so you're not advised to touch this fs folder because this is under the hood what we use to index that particular data, for that, to index the data in the dataverse cloud. So let me just go back. We have done this step. Yeah, so here you can see that there are different, this is the basic the file structure of how it looks. We have talked about this. And yeah, you can, for more information, you can always refer to the documentation and keep on, just as like constantly we are constantly updating this. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is the data model. So you can make use of this GraphQL language to create your models. So let me just create one, update, modify the post GraphQL. Let me just, okay, not this one. Yeah, so post.graphql. Yeah, so I've updated this with the one from the documentation. So let's go now. Now we'll register this to the DApp table in order for anyone to view this application. So we'll deploy a Dataverse key pair. So this will create a like testing private key and the uh, public address for you to deploy the application. So let me just go ahead and do that. Dataverse key pair. You can see it has generated successfully a private key pair, and for which the address is this one and the private key is this one. I'll just copy the private key for now because we're gonna need it later. So yeah, next is we have to install the dependencies that have been uh, built within. So let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, yeah. So here, what is happening is all the boilerplate code that we got using the uh, PNPM installing the Dataverse that is being updated and downloaded. So let's wait for that to happen. And yeah, we are at the last stage now. Now we'll go and deploy our application. Let's just wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, so I have to update my PNPM. Like for the testing environment, all of this like constantly changes for me. Just a second. Meanwhile, if you guys have any doubt, let me just check in the chat. Okay. Sorry.
No, I didn't see any yeah problem
Okay.
coming
No
from
worries.
any live stream. Yep, just go ahead, and I'm going to
Yeah.
let you see my face.
Yeah. So as here you can see that these are the basic dependencies that were installed when we did npm install. Now let's deploy our application. So please input your private key. So I'll just go up and copy our particular private key and press enter. So you can see that it has been deployed with this account, reading the models, reading the config, and the Dataverse config as well. So you can see that message has been success, and path is the deployed app. So let me just show you what has happened exactly. Output folder. Okay, let me just open. Okay. Yeah, let me just open that window. Yeah. So this is what exactly happened. Let me. Okay, no, this is the wrong one. In. So I think it's yeah. So here you can see that when you deploy, you get the output as a folder with app.json as the output file. So here you can see that your app ID exactly, and when it was created, when it was updated. Then you can see the name, logo, website, description again, and the models. So here the model ID which I talked about, it's here. And then if you now, let's suppose if you want to create an application and you want to use my particular model, which is the post one, post.graphql, then you can simply make use of this model ID and take a reference and build applications on top of your application that you or idea that you are building. So here you can see that it's for profile it's here, and these are some other outputs that we get. So yeah, that was basically about it. Now let me just, okay, I didn't run the code. Let me just do npm dev, sorry, and what's the script here? Just go to my documentation and see. Yeah, copy npm dev. So let's go ahead and run that. Yeah, so here you can see that that particular page has been created, and this is the connect wallet button, this is the public post, encrypted post. So this is the basic boilerplate code that has happened under the hood, and this is the app that has been deployed. So you can make use of this app, and so like there are possibilities are endless. So yeah, so that's basically about it. You can make use of, let me just go to the documentation once again and show you. Yeah, so these are various different Dataverse. So we also have a Dataverse connected SDK. We have the wallet adapter. Then we have DWeb. You can play with the APIs over here, which is your connect wallet, create profile. Then we have data store APIs, system call. So it's a lot. So we are providing a lot of APIs to create your applications, and definitely you can make use of these to create an end-to-end application. Let me open the. Not sure, like for the Tintin community, do you guys use Dora hacks, or do you know of a platform called Be Water? I'll just share this link in the
Yeah, yeah,
description.
yeah. Cool.
Hey,
And
hey,
also,
hi, hi. Nice to meet you.
yeah.
Yeah, so here you can see that this is an ongoing hackathon called the Dataverse Rebuild Ownership 2.0, which is the Internet Privacy Hackathon. So we have total $18,000 prize pool, and we have our partners as the Phoenix Labs, Phoenix, then PSE, Pado Labs, TableLand, Linera Blockchain. This will go on for a month. The hackathon is starting from tomorrow till end of the for 30 days long. So you can see here it's till 11th of December. So you can just register and submit your app, submit your projects. Definitely looking forward to those. You can check all the guidelines and all of those over here about Dataverse and about Phoenix, about all the partners. Then these are the developer resources for every particular partner. Then these are the bounty descriptions of all the partners which for which you want to apply for, and then we have a submission guide on how to go on and submit your project that you have built. So yeah, on that note, I'll end my talk, and if you guys have any questions, let me know, Tracy, if we have any like time for a Q&A or anything.
Well, for now, I see no more questions. So I guess if anyone have more questions, you can just DM Yash. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure, yeah, you will be very willing to help anybody. So, yeah, so we're nice to have you here, and yeah, so the following parts is gonna be in Chinese. So if you
yeah.
if you want, you can leave the meeting. So yeah, I know. I think you're traveling, right now.
Yeah, yeah, actually, I have to check in into my hotel right now. I'm in the lobby, so I'll
Yeah.
probably
So
do that. So yeah, but for
cool.
the rest, I am always available. You can just shoot me a DM. I am in the Discord, Telegram, in the links of the Dataverse. So yeah, glad to connect with you
Okay.
guys. And see you all soon. Take
See
care.
you.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.